Cool, so now we're in a little town, 2 hours out of little journey into Uluru, which we're pretty much gonna head in now. We just had a shower. These flies are getting pretty difficult. They're so small compared to all the flies around the beach. So we're gonna drive in there for 2 hours, stay in there the night. We're booked in one of the campsites actually in, and then head into maybe Finke National Park or something, but I have to work on Thursday and today/tomorrow, so we need to keep that in mind. I need service for Thursday, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so we've done now 14 hours of driving, and we're finally here at the Big Rock.
So we've just pulled up to Uluru, and we're just going to grab a few things for lunch before we trek it out to Mount Olga, which is like half an hour from here. We're going to go for a hike, even though it's recommended to not hike after 11 a.m. because it's too hot. But hopefully, if we take enough water and maybe there'll be a bit of shade, it should be okay. The reason we're trekking it out is because we want to be here at Uluru for sunset and sunrise, so we thought we may as well go to a different place today and check it out.
So we're now fully fly masked up, and we're doing the walk, what is it called, Valley of the Winds?
No, the Walpa Gorge.
The what?
Walpa?
The Walpa, whatever she said. It's probably about 38 degrees, so it's pretty hot, but it's going to be like at least a little bit shaded in there, hopefully. And there's a nice breeze coming through, which is nice. So I think it's an hour return, which means for us probably 40 minutes.
Hopefully.
And
one can hope.
We'll see. We'll show you how it goes, but it's pretty cool, pretty impressive so far. We're now a big chunk in. The flies have gotten pretty disgusting. Lucky we have these little fly net things. The wind has also disappeared, so now it does definitely feel like 40 degrees, but I don't think we've got too much further. It looks like it narrows kind of down there, and I'm assuming that's kind of the end of it. So we made it to the end. Lauren just spilled all our water on her. It's a pretty cool walk. The end, I hate when a hike just ends on a viewing platform. I like when you can like go and explore a little bit further in there. And still pretty cool though, the view's sick being so close to two massive mountain wall things. I don't know what we're doing next, but we'll see when we get out.
How you feeling, man? Hot, sticky, sweaty.
So we're still on the way out, and I was just doing my thing, taking photos, enjoying the view. I think Lauren might be a little bit over the sun because she ain't waiting around. She's running. Just been chilling by the pool for a few hours now. Been pretty hot, and now we're coming to do the typical Uluru sunset. I wish you could fly a drone here, but you can't. Just enjoy some photos that I will take right now. The next day we're doing a hike into Uluru to something waterhole. We can't remember the name of it, so we'll put it up on the screen here. But the walk's pretty sick so far. We'll show you the end. So the other day when I was washing the car, I realised that the front driver side wheel was looking pretty bald. Still had a fair bit of tread, but it was definitely wearing more on the inner. And then I had a look at it again this morning. I don't know why I decided to look. And it's like 0. There's like 1 mil of tread left on an all-terrain, which is supposed to probably be like, I don't know, like 2 centimeters. So it's pretty well cooked. We're in Uluru still, so we basically probably not getting a tyre here. We might have to drive all the way to Alice Springs, but we have the spare, so if it did pop, that's fine. But we're gonna have a look around and see what we can do. So we've just absolutely lucked out, and there's a place called like Ayers Rock Automotive or Mechanic or something like that. And they actually do tyres and stuff, and they just so happen to have the exact size, the exact brand, the exact model of all-terrain that we needed to match, so we don't have to worry about like a weird skew or anything on the front end. So we just got super lucky with that, and we're just going there now to pick it up, and they're going to put it on for us today as well. So that was the best case scenario we could have ever hoped for. So we're on the road to the next place, and I was just doing some work in the car, and then I seen these, so I'm going to go for a quick run and try and get some photos if I can. We'll see what happens.
So we got to the campsite at like, what time? At 9 o'clock last night?
Yeah.
At 9 o'clock last night. We woke up and then this is the view.
So now we're at the kind of famous, Kings Canyon. We're doing a big old hike. How many Ks was it? 6? Which isn't that much, but when you take into account that you're basically hiking up the side of
Everest.
Lauren said Mount Everest. Kings Canyon. It's not tough, it's just a lot of uphill, so I'm a little bit out of breath. And then this is what you're walking aside right now. So I'm trying to vlog and not fall down that. But we'll check in, show you a few of the good views. You are actually allowed to fly your drone here, which is good. So I'll get a few clips around the place and you'll see. So we've got a bit of change of scenery now. We're at the top of the mountain canyon thing, walking through this kind of thing. So have a look at how sketchy this is. Even with my actual eyes, I can't see the bottom of that crack. Now we're going down to this place called the Garden of Eden. Have a look at this. Not Lauren. We've got some nice vertical old stairs, and then over there, that's the way out. So far, this is probably the coolest place we've been. Do we say cooler than Uluru? I don't know, I like water, so I'm gonna go with it's cooler. We can finally, through that tree, see the car park. Loz is celebrating, she wants air conditioning. So I'm just working on editing this vlog from Uluru, and I realized that I haven't ended it. So this is very far in the future. We're in Victoria now, up in the Grampians, and we're ending this vlog. Make sure you subscribe or keep track of us, because the next video is gonna be the first proper 4-wheel drive vlog, and it's looking really good. So I'm excited to show you that one.